OMG! Today is Friday, November 7th. We've been sharing about fountain pens and inks all week on the channel. And today's the day. Today's the big old day. Today is the day where all of us fountain pen enthusiasts just share and relish in Fountain Pen Day. Now, you're going to see probably on the interwebs lots of fountain pen sales and all that stuff. Partake if you want, but that is not the intention of the day. It's just to share our love of fountain pens, how we use them. And yes, so I wanted to share with you today another portion of my collection. All week I've been sharing different sub groups of my fountain pens, from my vintage fountain pens to my entry-level TWSBI fountain pens to my pocket Kaweco sport pens, my Holy Grail pen. So thank you so much if you've watched any of the videos I've posted this week. It was a lot of work posting every day, but it was something I wanted to do just because I wanted to spend some time with my pens, and I got to do that and I got to share it with you. So thank you for watching those videos. I really appreciate all the comments. You can see I love chit-chatting with y'all in the comments. Like, I am a chatty Cathy. So if you comment, I will respond because I appreciate you just taking the time out to do that. It really encourages me and gives me ideas about what I can do as far as my pen and ink collection. And you sharing with me what you're doing is also encouraging because, you know, I don't feel like such a nerd. There aren't many people actually there's no one in real life that I can gab with about fountain pens. Hopefully that will change soon. But I love the online community because at least, you know, you find your people, right? So thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for supporting the channel. If you have not subscribed, I would love it if you would. That would mean the world to me. I talk about all things stationery on this channel, not just fountain pens and inks, but fountain pens and inks do show up in the monthly rotation, of course. I talk about planners, I talk about stickers, I mean, all the things that we stationery lovers love. So I would love it if you would journey along with me and become a subscriber of the channel. Turn on your notifications because I post at will. I never know when I'm going to post, but I post a couple times a week. So, and I don't want you to miss anything. And, if you want to, definitely talk to me in the comments, okay? So let's talk about what is happening today, because today is not only me gabbing about being a pilot girly, but also announcing the giveaway. So you want to wait until the end of this video, and then I will share how you can enter the giveaway. I'll show you a little bit of what is going to be in the package, etc., etc. Okay? I am drinking on today. This is an adult beverage that is made with grapes. I put it in a vintage teacup for the vibes. Okay, so that is what I'm sipping on. It is Friday, 5 p.m. So enjoy. So today I wanted to just share with you my pilot. My hands are oily because I put some oil on my hands. I have very dry skin. Anyway, I wanted to share with you my little pilot collection. It's so funny. When I went to go look up all my pilot pens, I was like, I'm a pilot girly. Why don't I have more pilot pens? It's because, I mean, if you get the right one, you latch onto it and you're like, I'm a pilot girly, even though I only have these pens. I feel committed to the brand. And I'll tell you why as we talk about what I have, and I'll tell you what my intentions are for future pilot purchases, because I do have some. As far as buying something on Fountain Pen Day, I looked at some of the sales Atlas is having an amazing sale as usual. If you are into platinums, 3776 Century, and want to dip your toe into that, that is a good doorbuster. I got my first platinum last year on Fountain Pen Day from Atlas. I got the black and white and black and gold trim, just the traditional color, and I hated it. Made a video about it, but it only took me about 7, 8, 9 days to fall in love with platinum, and then I bought another one. So you can check out Atlas. There are lots of people having all kinds of sales today, but you don't have to buy anything, okay? I will put links to everything that I mentioned in this video down below if I can find them, but just enjoy the content across the interwebs and think carefully and critically about your purchases, because there's no need to be impulsive about this. These are fine writing instruments that have been around for centuries, and you do not need to rush to buy anything. You can take your time. Okay. And I'm saying to you what somebody should have told me in 2024. Okay. Because I was out here losing my mind buying pens left and right with all of my extra money. I was like, we don't need any new clothes. Let's just buy a fountain pen. We don't need any new, it was crazy. And I wish somebody would have said, just slow down, one here, one there, find out what you like. You find the perfect ink and pairing combination, and just enjoy, because you can enjoy it more if you just slow down with it. Okay. So anyway, let's talk about our platinums, and I just have them in order so that you can see the size. And this one is not a platinum, but I have it here to remind me to tell you about some alternatives that are more affordable, perhaps, to some of the Pilot pens. Okay, so let's talk about my very first platinum. So my very first, Pilot. I'm gonna keep saying that. I shouldn't have talked about platinum at all in this video. Pilot is a Japanese brand, and that's important because the nibs are going to be very different from the Western nibs. So for example, a medium Pilot nib may feel like a fine Western nib, right? And a broad Japanese nib may feel like a medium Western nib. So that's just something to keep in mind, because you may, like a TWSBI and oh, I'm gonna get a fine TWSBI. I like fines. And then you order a Japanese brand Pilot Platinum Sailor, and you're like, oh my God, why is this so scratchy? It's not scratchy. It's just thinner, finer, and feedback. So keep that in mind. And that's going to be important for the giveaway too. So I want you to keep that in mind. So here, let's talk about, so I had my first Pilot back in college. I was using the Pilot Varsities. They still sell those. Them things are like $5, $6. They come in colors. They are where it's at. So if you don't want to spend a lot of money, get you a Pilot Varsity pack. Okay. Link is in the description. And that's a good way to start. Those are more disposable pens from what I can remember. But if you want something that is not disposable but still inexpensive, then you want to get into the Kakonos, right? And then if you want to take another step up, then you can go into the Pilot Metropolitan, Pilot Pereira kind of thing. But after I got my Pilot Varsities in college, used them, graduated college, I just never thought about pens anymore. I've always been a pen lover, stationery lover, but it just never occurred to me to go to stationery shops. And I think it had a lot to do with the fact that I was a single parent and I had other important things on my mind. Certainly could not spend money on stationery goods like I can now. My daughter is an adult. She's married. She has her own baby. And now I can spend my money on the things that make me happy. So I didn't use fountain pens for a number of years until I think I got back into it in 2019. And that's when I got the Pilot Metropolitan. This is, I mean, it's not pretty, and none of the colors are anything to write home about. Like, they're all very unattractive, in my opinion. But the writing experience is really good. So these are still nib pens. You don't have to post, but I think I remember posting with these pens. And I bought this pen twice because I don't know if I lost it or damaged the nib or something, but I liked it so much. And I'm a creature of habit. Like, I'll buy one thing and it never even occurred to me to look up other fountain pens. After I bought this one, like, I think it was someone who recommended this online, and I said, okay, great, I don't need another one. Why would I buy multiple fountain pens? Because this one served me so well for like 2 years. And even when I lost it or damaged it, I can't remember which one, but I remember buying it again like 9 months later because I was like, no, where's my pen? I don't understand, you know. And again, used it until I started down into the fountain pen rabbit hole, right? So this is the Pilot Metropolitan. This retails for maybe about $20 or so. I don't want to lie to you, so just check Amazon. I think that's where I bought mine from. You can check Jet Pens. You can check your local stationery store if you have one. But let me just check the price because I don't want to lie to you. Yeah, about 20. You can find them for, oh, they have a gold one. Now that one looks good. All these other colors are ridiculous. So they have them starting at like $18.75, and they go all the way up to $25. So still entry level, but this held me down for a couple years. You can stay right here with this and not go anywhere. And the thing about Pilots that is unmatched, listen. You hear that? Let me do it again. Oh, Pilots are satisfying. You can't find that anywhere. And friend, it's not just the Metropolitan. Listen to this. Oh, it's satisfying. So the Metropolitan held me down for a while, and then I got into the Kakunos because they were too cute. I have two of them. I have a fine and I have a medium. This one is a fine, and these are so cute because they come with it has a, come on, show the people. Let me come in further. Is it gonna... Man, this camera doesn't do anything I tell it to do. Anyway, it has a smiley face on it. I'm so upset. Okay, maybe you could see it a little bit. But that's a smiley face. I mean, come on. It's cute. And for $10, you can stay right here. You can stay right here. So I have two, and I use these primarily for sketching, but you can just write with them. And then I saw someone else, I think it was Sleepy Notes Club. And she, let's see if it works, because that will be rad. She took this clip, and did she put it on here? Maybe she put it on this side. Yeah, I think she put it on this side. Did she? Technically, you can open this, and she fitted around. I mean, you have to open it with, because these are adjustable, but she put it in here, and that way you add a clip to your pen and you can put it on your planner. I plan on doing that because that looks really cool. It looks cool to me. So actually, maybe this one is a better one. Okay, yeah, see how you can open it up like I did just there? And that's fun. Yep, it fits in there. You squeeze it back on. I would squeeze it a little bit more and then put it in. Yeah, there we go. Perfection. And then you can like clip it to your planner. So that's exciting. But the Cacanos, $10, wonderful. They take a converter and they take a cartridge. And these cartridges, you can get 5 for about $5, $5 or $6. And then once you have the cartridge, like I showed you in the previous video this week, you can use a blunt syringe to clean this out and then just refill it. These will last forever. You don't have to buy a converter. You can use a cartridge and just continue to clean it out and put whatever ink you want in it with the blunt syringe. So these are clutch. You can stay here and not do anything else. But if you're like, oh, I want a pocket pen, like especially for, let me get me one of my pocket planners. So if I'm using like my filofax, this is a Prera, and these are super cute. I mean, it's perfect for a pocket planner, right? And I mean, you can't even go wrong with this. And again, it writes really well, and they come in a few different colors. Now, I just saw, if I were to buy something for Fountain Pen Day, I don't even have to buy it on Fountain Pen Day because it's not on sale. But if I were to make a purchase tonight, it would be a clear demonstrator Pereira. I just saw them on Amazon and I was like, ooh, that's cute. They have, there's one that has a yellow top and a blue top and a red top. And I just thought that those were super cute, because I do plan on being in my pocket in 2026. So having options would be really nice for pens. So Pereira, this is technically a pocket pen, so you do have to post this pen. But once you post it, it feels really nice in the hand. And this is about $35, right? So still in that under 50 range. Really, really good. So I got that one. I told you about this one. Now, let me tell you about when my first gold nib pilot. It was, I mean, I saw this pen everywhere, and of course I wanted it. And I did test it out, or I didn't test out the writing of the nib, but I did feel the weight of it at a stationery store in New York when I was visiting home. And I just knew that this would be the perfect pen for, oh, I messed up my nails, but that's okay. Perfect pen for my planner, because you can do this. Still so satisfying, right? I made the mistake. I always go for medium pens when I'm buying a new pen, because that's just, it's right in the middle. It feels nice, but I didn't think about the function of this, and I should have gotten a fine. I should have really gotten an extra fine because it's hard sometimes to write. I write so big. So what I had done this past April, I had my medium nib worked on by a nibmeister, and they ground it down to a cursive smooth italics, but I still don't like it. So, and I think I just have to use it more, but that's okay, because it's still such a great pen. The only drawback to this pen is that it has this very insufficient, that's all the ink you can get in here. Like, it's not a lot of ink from that little thing to here. So that's the only drawback. It's not like you're carrying around a TWSBI with a whole lot of ink capacity. So you do have to ink this up quite a bit. But I do love it, and I don't regret the purchase at all. Now, this one I think I bought from Jet Pens, and I want to say it was probably like 165, 170. It's in that kind of range. I think it's still worth it, especially if you're looking for a clicky pen. Some people don't like this. That's why I wanted to try this out in store and have it fit in my hand to see if this little clip was going to bother me. So, I mean, if you write, like everybody writes different, you might want to feel this out first before you invest that much money. So I knew it wasn't going to bother me because I tend to write just like this, and it was fine. So, but I still love it. I'm so happy I have it. They make another one called the Decimo that's slimmer. And I think it's like slimmer, kind of like the Metropolitan, or maybe even slimmer. I wouldn't want that. I like having a little bit of girth in my hand. So this one works well for me. Now, if you don't want to invest this amount of money, and I know some people may have some issues with this in the community. I don't, because everybody has different budgets. Everybody's pocket is different, and people are willing to invest in certain things, and maybe now is not the time to spend $165 on a pen, but they still want the experience of a clickable pen. So I recently, maybe like a month ago, I bought this one. And this is a Jinhao something or another. I don't even know. Is it? Let me look it up. Is it Jinhao 10 maybe? Correct me in the comments if I am wrong, but let me look it up real quick because I got it pretty recently. Jinhao 10. And the funny thing is there is a Pilot vanishing point that comes in this kind of body. I think it's called Stripes. And so this is a complete knockoff. And I think that's the issue that people have in the community. I would love to hear your thoughts about it. What do you think about some of these Chinese brands knocking off the Japanese brands and whatnot? How do you feel about that? Tell me, girl, in the comments. So I bought this because I was curious. I wanted to see what a fine nib felt like in my planner. I like this, and I think I paid, let me go back and make sure I give you the right price. I bought this on August 29th, and I paid $20, $20.99. Okay, $20.99. And I have no regrets because it works well. The only drawback that I saw from this, I just want to look at something because I want to make sure I tell you which nib size I got because that kind of matters. I got extra fine, and I think I got extra fine because I said, oh, this one started off as a medium. It got ground down a little bit, so it's closer to a medium fine now. And I said I wanted to go a whole step down to see. And I like this extra fine. The only drawback to this that I noticed, and if you have this pen, let me know in the comments, is that it dries out fast. So if you're going to use this, have it be the pen that you're using that week and like use it, because if you can't just let it sit like we got the TWSBI sitting. TWSBIs can sit here all year and they're not drying out. Like this is going nowhere. But this, I felt like it got dry. So I still don't regret it, and I recommend this. If you got 20 bucks and you want to get into the click game just to see if you would like it, see if it fits your hand and your writing style, I recommend. That's just my take on it. I mean, oh my God, did you see that, guys? Wow, that was so close. This is why I don't like, oh my God, that was so close. I would have cried just now. Let me get my life together. It shouldn't be clicking pins. This is, so the reason why I'm like, like that was close. I mean, if something got on it, it wouldn't be the end of the world. It is a fountain pen box, but this is my special Tokoyo, is it Tokoyo? Tokoyo, Tokooyo, box. And it's just beautiful. I bought it for my birthday, and this is just a special box. I don't want to, sorry, I still have this in here because I don't want to lose that from the vintage pen. And yeah, I don't want any ink or anything on it. What was I saying? Anyway, girl, back to this. So yeah, I would dip my toe into this. I would buy this again and again for 20 bucks just to get the feel of it. And it's a good looking pen. It's a fine line because as an artist, I would hate for someone to be knocking off my work. I mean, it would just, I would get over it, and it's not flattering at all. But yeah, I would get over it. But yeah, I don't know. Tell me what you think in the comments. This could be a hard one, but I do have the gold nib one from Pilot, and I have the knockoff from Jinhao. And the same thing, I bought some Jinhao 82s before I bought my Sailor Pro Gear Slims. And those are, Jinhao 82s are sort of and I don't know if we should call them knockoffs, but they're similar to the Sailor Pro Gear Slims. They are not the same pen, I assure you, but I bought them because I wanted to see the size, how it felt in the hand. The resin that Sailor uses for his pen bodies is very different than what you're going to get from Jinhao. Jinhao is a plastic pen, and several of mine literally just fell apart after like one use. One fell apart after no use. But I didn't mind because I only spent $3 for them on AliExpress. Sailor is different. It's gold nib, etc., etc. So if you want to try the clicky click, then you can get this. And let me know if you do get it and how you like it, because I'm enjoying mine. Like, I need to ink this up. I should probably ink up both of them. I'm not inking up any more pens today because we inked up so many pens this week. I got a lot of work to do. But I am definitely having fun with these. I use these in my morning pages. And for each of, I write 3 pages in the morning, I've been using a different color just to kind of make sure I'm using up the ink. And so it's been really good. The final pen in my Pilot collection is like my number 1 or my number 2, depending if we're considering my Holy Grail pen, is my Pilot Custom 823 in amber. It is everything that is wonderful. It is the softest, warmest gold nib or any pen that I've written with. It's just so comforting. I love a cigar shape. I don't have to post this pen. I can just write forever with it. I love it so much. It's definitely going to be in my top 20. So I'm trying to curate a 20 pen collection that can just be with me. And once I get my perfect 20, it'll be like 1 in, 1 out kind of thing. But this one will be right up there next to my Pelican M800. By the way, Alice is selling these M800s for $500. And I know that sounds crazy, but for those of us who have M800s, you're like, well, that's a steal of a deal. So I'm just saying, I looked at it and I was like, oh, should I get one? No, I'm not going to get one. I do have money saved to buy a pen for my birthday, but I don't want to impulsively go out and buy another Pelican when I know that I'm either trying to acquire a Sailor Pro Gear Slim, and I'm also trying to acquire another Pilot. I want to get the Pilot Custom 912 with the FA nib. So if any purchase is happening tonight, it's going to be a Pilot, not a Platinum, although I would love one, not a Pelican, although I would love one. But it will be either the Pilot Prera demonstrator ones that I saw on Amazon today, or it will be the Pilot Custom 912 with the FA nib. The FA nib is the flex nib. It is something that I'm missing from my collection. I don't have any flex nib pens. In fact, if you know of a good flex nib pen at different price points, leave them in the comments because I would love to check them out. That's like a pen, a nib style that I don't know much about and I haven't used. I've just tried a Pilot Custom 912 and I loved it. I tried it at the Atlanta Pen Show. So I'm slowing myself down. I don't want to make any unnecessary purchases, even though I have money set aside to buy a Pro Gear Slim. And I'm looking at the Dreamy Hour colorway just because, excuse me, the Pro Gear line doesn't have really good colorways like the Pro Gear Slim line. But anyway, I like the Dreamy Hour one, so I'm looking at that. And I have money saved that I've been saving since the beginning of the year to buy that for my birthday. So anyway, that is my Pilot collection. And I just love Pilot. I dream about this clickety click. It's so satisfying. More pen brands need to do it, but even if they don't, I'm glad that Pilot does it because you just feel like, boom. Especially when you're writing with the Metropolitan, like if I'm just writing and then I have a thought and I'm just thinking, I'll just be like, and then let myself think. Then I'll be like, okay, let's do this again. Period. I love it. So anyway, that is it. Now let's talk about the giveaway, friend. So I mean, sure, you can buy things on Fountain Pen Day. I can buy things on Fountain Pen Day, but I wanted to just give away things on Fountain Pen Day instead of buying. And I want to share, like I have been all week, just sharing my love for fountain pens and my collection. I actually want to share things from my collection with you and like pen influence people or just spread the fountain pen and ink joy. So here's what's in the giveaway. Okay. Oh, first of all, let me just tell you how to enter. To enter the giveaway, you have to be publicly subscribed to my channel, Christa David Stationery. Boom. That's easy. You have to leave a comment on this video. This video, not the other videos during the week, but this video. Okay, that's how you get in. So on this video on November 7th, Fountain Pen Day, you put a comment and that is how you enter. So be publicly subscribed and put a comment under this video. Okay, if you want additional entries into the giveaway, then you're going to go back to the videos I have been posting all week for this fountain pen week. So the video on Monday, the video on Tuesday, the video on Wednesday, the video on Thursday. You can leave comments on all 4 of those videos and I will count them as an additional entry, right? So comment on this video first. That's how you get in, and subscribe publicly. That's how you get in. But you can get 4 more entries if you comment on the other 4 videos that I posted this week. Okay. And you can comment whatever you want. It's like, I mean, make it about the fountain pen inks and like the video if you can, because I really would like to engage with you. But that is how you enter this giveaway. Now let me show you what I'm going to give you. And this is why I left this for last, because I think everybody should have a Pilot. So these are Pilot Kakunos, just like these, right? So they got that nice clickety click, except these are the newest ones that they just came out with. They're part of this series called the Madorami series, and they have a few different colorways, but these are the 2 that I got. I got a medium one in this sort of ivory color, and then I got a fine one in the blue color. Now, the giveaway winner can choose which one they want, because I tend to start with a medium, like if I'm new here, but you may already know about fountain pens and you may know that you like a fine. So I will let the winner choose which one. So once I contact the winner, I'll say, hey, do you want the fine or you want the medium? And you let me know and you will get one of these. But these I bought for myself. And it was at the top of the week when I was looking through all my stationery and playing with myself. I was like, you need to share. Like, you don't, like, I already have a fine and a medium. And these are just pretty to me, but I'm like, I want to share, and I'm happy to keep either one of these. They're both beautiful. That's why I bought them, but I want to share with you. So you'll get one of these, and these are a little higher price than these because these are like, they're not limited edition, but they are part of a series. And it comes with a cartridge, so you can start right away and start writing. Okay, so you'll get that. Now, I don't have a blunt syringe to send you. I wish I had another one that I could just send you, but you can clean out this cartridge and use other inks with it. What other inks am I going to use, Christa? Well, girl, I'm going to send you samples of the Diamine Inkvent calendar, a sample of every single one of them. Okay, I want to share. So you will have 25 colors that you can, and I think I bought this bag. It's a bag of 50. So you'll get half of this. And each of these samples are, I don't know how much ink I'm going to put in each because this is kind of a lot, but I will fill it up so that you can at least get fill up your pen at least twice. So like 3 mils or something like that. And you'll have all these colors of inks to try. Okay? But there's more. You can, or I will, if you've seen some of my other videos, and again, I'm a stationery lover. I love notebooks and I love good paper and I have favorites. Okay? And I want to send you a notebook so that you can practice writing, or you can write whatever you want. You can play around with your inks. You can. So I'm going to send you my favorite notebook, and that is MD paper. It's beautiful cream paper. It's lovely, and it is A6 size. So I'm taking this right out of my stash. If you've seen my video, you know I have a lot of notebooks, and I don't part with them. So this is a big deal for me. I'm trying to send you love and energy. That's why I'm giving you something from my own collection and not just buying something, because I love these things. And so you'll get that as well. So, okay, sorry about that. My dog is a little loony. So you will get your choice of one of these pens. You will get 25 samples of the Diamine Inkvent 2025, and you will get one of my favorite notebooks, which is the MD notebook, and this is in A6 size. And of course, I'm going to put some other goodies in there, like stickers and, you know, all that stuff, so you can decorate. So you can decorate your notebook. But I just want you to have fun, friend, and play around with inks. And maybe you can use this just to, like, I don't know, jot down gratitude, sketch if you want, or just play with your ink samples and have fun. So that is what I want to do on Fountain Pen Day. So hopefully you've enjoyed this week like I've enjoyed this week, and I can't wait to package this up for you. So please enter, tell your friends. If you have any questions, I will answer them in the comments. And of course, I will put all the instructions again on how to enter in the description below. But I thank you so much for hanging out with me this week. I had such a blast. We will be back to our regularly scheduled planner things for the weekend. And talking all about 2026 planner and journal lineup. Until the next video, friend, thank you so much for being here. I will catch you in the next video. Bye!